Hello, beautiful soul. In this video, I want to share with you why I truly love using the word yoni whenever referring to my female genitals. I will also share with you the original Sanskrit translation of the word, and afterwards we are going to dive into the mystical, sacred concept hidden behind that word to reveal the actual power of the female yonis. One way to translate the word yoni from Sanskrit is to refer to the female genitals. The beautiful part about it is that the word yoni refers to the wholeness of your female reproductive organs. So whenever using the word yoni, you are addressing your vulva, so the outer part of your female genitals where the clitoris is, the labia. You're also addressing the vagina, the inner canal of your female genitals, also the cervix. You are addressing the womb whenever the babies grow, and you're even addressing the ovaries where all the feminine reproductive cells are also growing and maturing. So whenever you say the word yoni, you are addressing with one word all the lower triangle of your beautiful female body. And truly a triangle pointing downwards, it's also a symbol for the yoni, it's symbol for the feminine nature. And as you see, it's also depicted beautifully in our bodies. So whenever you use the word yoni, you are referring to the whole lower triangle of your beautiful feminine body. And I suppose you have noticed that there are many words that we have in our different languages to address the genitals, female and male as well. And many of them are having this very medical connotation. For example, the word vagina. Others are having this kind of slang feeling to them, like this. They are expressions of the slang language, for example, pussy. Or others are having a very negative connotation, for example, the word cunt. And the beauty of our language is that it also affects our way of thinking. So the way we talk about things is also the way we perceive them. And this is why I truly, truly recommend to you that you find a word for your genitals that also expresses your connection to them, your relationship with them. Yeah, we have almost forgotten how to have a relationship to this beautiful part of our body. Some of this way to address our vagina are even something like down there or between my legs, the slit. And you know, these are expressions that actually cut off our relationship with our beautiful feminine organs. Because when you say down there, it's kind of okay. This area of my body that I'm not even mentioning the name to it. You know, I'm not even addressing it directly. It's kind of this hidden expression, like between my legs or down there. You know, but I'm not actually mentioning the exact word. And this is cutting off the connection. And we want a healthy connection to our female organs. So the way we are addressing our yoni also changes the way of how we think about her. And this is why I personally chose the word yoni, because translated from the Sanskrit language, it has a deep, powerful, magical, mystical meaning. Another translation for the word yoni in Sanskrit is the source, the fountain, the place of birth, home, place of rest. All of that are different aspects that fill in the whole meaning of this word. And this is where we are slowly sliding into the actual concept. Because whenever there are many different meanings that refer a new nuance, they add a new shade of the meaning of the word, we start to talk about a concept. And the yoni as a concept is a sacred symbol of the feminine. Using this word is an expression of reverence, of thankfulness, of bowing down in front of the goddess herself, in front of her yoni, in front of the yoni that brought all living things into life, in front of the yoni of the universe, the creational power of the universe, the one that bears life, that wants that whole space for life to grow. Every living animal and every living human being has entered this world through a yoni. All life comes through a yoni. Even if you think it further, even flowers are yonis themselves. Just look at them. Even flowers are yonis themselves, which would also say that all the fruits, all the seeds are also coming from a yoni. Eventually, all life comes from a beautiful female yoni. So, physical yonis bring all life into this world. Are they human yonis? Are they animal yonis? Are they flower yonis? They bring all this life into this world. And if you think that further, the female body, the female genitals are actually the instrument through which God manifests into this world. They are the instrument through which all living things enter this world. Our genitals are like a sacred portal. They are a gateway that turn spirit into matter. Every time a woman gives birth, she turns spirit into its physical form. She gives matter to it so that this spirit can live and interact in this world that we are living in. And this portal also works the other way around. Physical yonis have this amazing orgasmic, ecstatic capacity, this capacity of pleasure, deepest bliss that could reconnect humans back to the sacredness. It is not a coincidence that in ancient times there have been priestesses guarding the temples, and those priestesses have been accepting the men into their bodies, into their yonis, so that they reconnect to the source, so that they reconnect to their actual home, the home of their soul. And there was nothing shameful about that act. There was nothing pornographic about that act. It was a mystical, sacred ritual through which a priestess has shared the power of her yoni to support a fellow human being on its sacred path, on its path of growth, on its spiritual path. So you can see the yoni as a magical portal, a gateway that truly goes through directions, bringing life here in this physical realm, and also allowing the physical to reconnect, to tap back into this sacredness of the source, into this divinity of the source, the bliss of the source. In classical, traditional Tantra yoga, there is another sacred ritual to honor the power of the yoni. And this is called yoni puja. Puja is like a veneration. Puja is paying honor to a deity, for example, or in this case to the yoni, to the actual symbol of the yoni. And whenever one is performing a puja, that person is giving offerings, it's giving gifts to the gods, and it's paying its honor and reverence to their power and to their grace. So whenever performing a Yoni Puja, the practitioner, female or male, doesn't matter, the practitioner is paying its veneration, its honor to the yoni, to the actual physical genitals, female genitals. And this can be done by gazing into a yoni, meditating on its side, and connecting through this visual trataka, through this gazing, connecting to the concept, to the deeper concept. You're connecting to the source. So through a yoni puja, the practitioner connects to the actual creational power of the universe. Gazing at a physical yoni, at an actual physical yoni, at the genitals of a woman, the practitioner is going deeper and reconnecting in this concept with the universal yoni, with the yoni that brings all life into creation. For me, this ancient ritual and practices remind me how our female bodies, our genitals, our yonis, they are mystical, they are sacred, they are magical, they are extraordinary, they are almost out of this world. And simultaneously, nowadays, women and girls are undertaking cosmetical surgeries to change the shape of their vulvas, for example, or to bleach the dark spots. And I personally, um, I heard whenever hearing how many women actually are going through these procedures. And this reminds me of how deep the wound is, how far the disconnection has come. And this is my appel to you. This is my wish for all the women. Let us reconnect to our bodies. Let us remember the sacredness of our beautiful feminine organs, the power of the creational power that we are carrying in our womb, in our yonis, in our vaginas, in our vulvas, in our ovaries. Um, Let us remember that. Let us reconnect and let us remind each other, like sister to sister. Let's remind ourselves. Let's educate our daughters. Let us create this honoring um, way, this graceful way of connecting to our feminine bodies with love, with respect, seeing the magic, seeing the miracle in this flesh and blood, in our physical. Um, I would love women to be able again to love their bodies for what they can do, for the miracle that they are, not necessarily for how they're looking, not for the outer look, but for the miracle that it is. And remember that the female body is the tool that the divine, that God uses to manifest in this world, to bring life in expression into this world, in our realms. Remember.